Hey everyone, welcome to the Betabound Ambassador webinar. Thank you for joining us today. Throughout this presentation, we're going to be sharing some more details regarding the Ambassador program. We'll go over a recap of what it is, we'll cover how it works, and also how you are going to be rewarded for your efforts. Let's start out by introducing a few members of the team. I'm Brad, Betabound's Community Director. Conrad is our Technographic Specialist, and Ulysses is Betabound's Recruitment Lead. Feel free to get in contact with us by reaching out to hello@betabound.com or on Twitter as well. So, as a quick recap, let's cover some basic information about what the Ambassador program is. First and foremost, ambassadors are part of an exclusive opt-in group of Betabounders. More formally, ambassadors have the opportunity to earn rewards by referring friends and family to Betabound. This is the core of what the Ambassador program is, but we do have some other ambitions of what the Ambassador program can become in the future. Any Betabounders can opt into the program from their extended profile. At the bottom of that form, there's an optional checkbox that they can select. So why does the Ambassador program exist? Every test needs the right testers. For companies who are running beta tests on their products, feedback is only valuable if they're getting it from the right people. A company who's developing a product for people who drive electric vehicles won't find much use out of feedback that comes from somebody who has never driven an electric vehicle. Every test has a different demographic that it's going after. As such, sometimes we struggle to fill in all of the different gaps. Some of our tests today can get pretty deep in terms of how we're slicing and dicing different layers of demographics, while others are just inherently challenging due to the unique nature of that demographic. Time and time again, we've found that Betabounders enjoy getting their friends and family involved in testing. Several different surveys have proven this, and conversations that we've had with our testers have proven this as well. So we created the Ambassador program under the vision of giving testers a more formal way to get rewarded for getting their friends and family involved in testing, while also helping us fill in the demographics that sometimes we struggle to fulfill. To give you a little bit of background, let's just go over a few examples of situations where we might turn to our ambassadors for help. First is people age 18 to 30 who commute within the city of Toronto and own an iPhone. We might be tasked with filling a test that has 100 different testers who fit this demographic, but maybe we can only get to about 80 or so on our own. At that point, we would turn to our ambassadors for the remaining 20. Another example is people 65 or above who regularly shop online. This example is a good use case of certain demographics that sometimes can just create challenges due to their unique nature. Another example would be homeowners that would be comfortable wiring a sprinkler irrigation controller. That might involve uninstalling the current one and replacing it with an entirely new system. Okay, so how does the Ambassador program work? Well, at its core, ambassadors are going to be notified about new opportunities to refer their friends and family. We're going to distribute emails for these notifications, just like the regular test invitations that you probably receive today. It's entirely possible that you're going to receive some ambassador opportunity emails inviting you to refer your friends and family, but you might not have any friends or family who fit the demographic that we're looking for at that specific time, and that is totally fine. Just stay tuned, and maybe the next invite you receive, you will have someone in mind that you can pass this along to. From now on, you're going to have access to a new project within Betabound called the Ambassador Project. Within that Ambassador Project, you're going to be greeted by an Ambassador Brief for each project that we are recruiting for. The Ambassador Brief outlines key details regarding each test, such as a description of the product or the opportunity that we're recruiting for, the demographic of what type of person we're looking for, as well as the incentive amount. At this point, I'd like to hand things over to Conrad, who was introduced a little bit earlier, just to speak about how some of the rewards for the Ambassador program are going to work.
Awesome, thanks Brad. So, do I get paid? We'll be giving rewards or incentives to ambassadors who refer their friends and family. Those rewards will vary depending on what we're recruiting testers for and the complexity of the demographic. Do they simply need to be daily coffee drinkers, or do they need to own and use their own Nespresso machine? Rewards are delivered after participants are verified, that is, that they sign up for the test, they are selected for that test, and they fully participate, meeting participation expectations within that test. Once verified, you'll receive the reward as soon as possible. Both the reward and type of person being sought out will be clearly outlined in the ambassador brief, and there will be a unique brief for each opportunity. The reward itself will typically be in the form of a gift card, along with increasing your chances of being selected for future Betabound exclusive tests. The reward will never be outright cash or a paycheck, and we want to make a distinction that ambassadors are not employees. This is further outlined in the ambassador agreement. This is a legal agreement that we want to make with our ambassadors to ensure that the terms are clear to everyone involved in the program. This also ensures that you are properly rewarded and within the given time frame, while also outlining behavioral expectations. We encourage you to review the ambassador agreement carefully, which you'll be able to do immediately following this presentation. Here's some highlights. Firstly, ambassadors are not employees of Center Code. Second, ambassadors must be in compliance with the law. We also ask that ambassadors conduct themselves in a professional, ethical manner. Those that are referred must sign up and apply to the tests themselves. Ambassadors shouldn't in any case be signing up for others or creating extra accounts in general. This is especially covered in the agreement. Furthermore, we also want to share some examples of what not to do as an ambassador, just so that you're more familiar with what is okay and what isn't. As an ambassador, never spam for referrals from people that you don't know. This is meant to be more of a natural conversation with friends and family, not pestering strangers. Don't engage in activities that could be considered damaging to Betabound's reputation. As previously noted, we want ambassadors to be as professional as possible. Lastly, don't collect personal information from those that you're referring. The ambassador brief will outline any basic requirements that referred individuals should meet, and from that point on, it's up to them to provide us that information when they sign up. These highlights are a good overview of what to expect when you review the agreement. Of course, we'll still want you to carefully read the agreement yourself so that it's fully understood. That way, we're all on the same page. At this point, I'm going to pass things over to Ulysses, who's going to further dive in and explain our ambassador opportunities.
Thanks, Conrad. Now that you know a little more about the program, here's how we need your assistance. We've got two types of opportunities for ambassadors to help Betabound expand: projects and micro-communities. The first and most common way for an ambassador to participate is via projects. Projects are what you, a Betabound tester, are probably most used to. We commonly have product tests that are looking for testers that fit a unique criteria and need your help in finding them. If one or more of your referrals end up qualifying for the test and successfully complete the project, you will earn a gift card for each of these testers. Again, every project is different. Each project will have its own ambassador brief within the ambassador project, including details on timelines and specifics about the incentive amount. Our second opportunity involves micro-communities. Micro-communities are a way for us to grow a certain group or demographic that aren't well represented in Betabound. We will launch these micro-community opportunities with a specific time frame. If you refer an individual and they sign up with Betabound within that time frame, you will be entered into a giveaway for gift cards. If you refer at least one person, you will be entered into that giveaway. We do have a micro-community that will be available soon. Keep an eye out. We'll have information at the end of this presentation to help you get started. And here's a quick preview of what the ambassador project is going to look like. The first thing you'll see when you enter the project is an agreement. You'll also find your own personalized ambassador code in the project space. This is unique to you and is what your friends and family should enter when they're signing up as your referral. The ambassador code is a critical part about being an ambassador because it's how we tie these referrals back to you. Our first micro-community involves referring your friends and family who live in Canada. If you know anyone in Canada who may be interested in joining Betabound and starting to test out products, this is a great opportunity to get them involved. As long as one person joins from Canada using your ambassador code, you'll have an entry into the giveaway. This giveaway is live from now until April 15th, so make sure any friends or family you have sign up using your ambassador code before then. Be sure to head into the Ambassador project to check out the details regarding the giveaway. That concludes our webinar. I'll pass it back to Brad to close out our presentation.
Perfect. Thanks, Ulysses, and thanks everybody for attending the webinar today. If you have any questions, we've gone ahead and set up a form for you to submit, which is linked down below. Additionally, the Betabound Ambassador project is now officially open, so we invite you to log into Betabound and sign that agreement. The opportunity to start referring your friends and family to the micro community in Canada is also live, so there are a couple things that you can jump on right now if you'd like to do so. Thanks for being a Betabound member, and have a great day.